Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kick to Run Kingdom, where I don't even want to describe what I just did before this video because it is really goofy. But with that being said, considering that recently we were able to get Street Urchin Cookie as a playable character because, you know, not only that, but we were able to pull her through the gacha, I want to go ahead and do a little showcase video for her because I'm curious as to what she's about because, let's be honest, she looks cool. Like, we're not just gonna skip over that. She actually genuinely looks cool. So I want to know what's up with her story. I want to know what's up with how she works in battle and all that stuff with the quotes. So firstly, we just need to go ahead and find her if I can. I'll find her for the dashboard. It's fine. What are you doing? Making wheat? I didn't expect you to be a cookie. You did that, but whatever. We'll swap you out with another cookie you makes wheat. Like, obviously we got to do royal margarine. Royal margarine would love to do that. Why not? Just does it slowly and elegantly. Now, of course, I need to mention this before I actually start this video. Unfortunately, I won't be reading comments, which is kind of sad, I know, but this is primarily because I want to focus on the cookie by itself, by herself, by himself. It doesn't matter what cookie I'm reviewing. I usually just try and focus on them solely, but I will still read, I'll still give you a comment question of the day in the middle of the video just to make sure, you know, if you want to stay interactive with the channel, then, you know, that's the case. But still, if you want to leave your questions and comments down in the comment section below for me to read on these videos, then feel free to do so. It can be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. Doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creator to community, then that's what matters the most. But oh my, what type of animation was that? What just happened? Your motor... No, don't you just sweep like nothing just happened right there? What just happened? Your motorbike just like ran off. What was that? Okay, sure, well... this is how you look when I pick you up, which, oh my gosh, you're like growling at me? This is actually probably the only cookie I've seen who is like legitimately looking at you just going like, you better let me down right now. That's actually kind of terrifying. But if I put her down, she's just, not only, well, look at that power run right there. And not only when you let her go, she literally like not only lands, but also lands with like a hand down on the ground. Like, that's like a power land right there. I don't care what anyone says while I'm using the word power so much, but like, come on, you gotta bear with me here. Oh, and also if you just go ahead and just put her on a seat, probably just gonna put it over where the airport is. Where's right here? She just doesn't care. Actually, she has, she kind of sits with like part of a leg cross, which is actually pretty interesting because, you know, it's more, obviously more of a rebellious way to sit, which actually really does fit her character. Why do you keep sweeping so much? Like, I don't think I don't think the airport needs to really be swept. Well, I guess maybe it does, but anyway. Now I'm curious about your quotes. Like, if you already have this much personality within just some of your animations, I'm curious how your personality works with your words.
I don't dislike the town square folks.
I gotta be honest, when I heard that the first time, I didn't know if you meant like, I don't like the town square, what am I saying? I don't hate the town square folks, but I also thought you meant I don't hate the town square folks. Like, just talking to us in general. Which, honestly, it could be either or, but obviously you don't hate them because you have respect. And also, you're, like, flicking a coin up? Honestly, just pretty... Wait, oh, no, was that coin or is that gum? Because it does say... It does show in her illustration for a gacha. She does, like, have, like, a piece of gum. Like a yellow... thick yellow piece. She blow bubble out of. I don't know, it could be either or.
Gum?
Yes, that's actually exactly what I was referring to. Why do I feel like her personality is half punk, half gum? Yeah, I know you can snarl at me all you want, but you know it's true.
What? Relax. I'm not gonna mug you.
Dog. I don't know why, but I think the concept of her just bringing up the term getting mugged is like so insanely, but it's so insane, but also funny. Because like, obviously, mugging just means like, you know, getting robbed or like getting roughed house, but of course, I think this is one of those cookies who really just seem like, the best way that I can describe it is like, you would look at her and you would think of her as, you could think of her as one thing, so you'd think she'd be like, you know, rough, mean, stuff like that, but she is rough, but she's actually still nice, you know?
A little salt never hurt no cookie.
Well, speaking of salt, wait, what do you... I like to think that motorcycle just has autopilot on it. She just tinkers with it for a little bit, like messes with the wheels, and it just drives by itself. I don't think any other bicycle has done that before in the game.
Yeah, I'm not really big on talking.
First, by the way, when I say any motorcycle, I mean Kick Run Kingdom, or just Kick Run in general, not any game, because I guarantee you some other motorcycles have that. They've had that before. Then again, I wouldn't be... Also, I will mention, makes sense why she doesn't talk much, because honestly, despite having this punk-esque look, she's definitely more of a reserved type, if that makes sense, because she's definitely not one to just talk and make loud, obnoxious amounts of conversation.
What? Whoa, whoa! Stay where you are, or my spikes will sting you.
You know, now that I think about it, I don't, like, okay, other than the hair, I don't really see many spikes on her character. Like, other than the hair, obviously, but, like, you would expect her to have, like, some sort of, like, a spiked collar, like, design. Like, maybe I can see something more, like, close up, but as far as I know, I can't see anything like that. And by the way, that is gum, because she just threw 3 bubbles right there. Blew 3 bubbles.
A little salt, I ride faster than the wind.
Wind Archer is now angry just hearing that quote. Imagine that.
You think I'm some kind of simpleton?
Let me tell you, there's a plethora of other cookies who definitely look like way more simpletons. Like, I was gonna say that baby, but like, anyone can like outshine a baby, let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm not really, What you looking at?
I'll just be blunt about it.
You think I'm some kind of simpleton?
No.
A little salt? What you looking at? It's not just a bike. It's the Black Tiger bike.
Yeah, that's the name of the motorcycle right there, the bike. Which, let's be honest, the Black Tiger bike. To be fair, am I the only one who think it should be called like the Black Cheetah bike? Which I know why, because I know it sounds weird, but aren't cheetahs like literally the fastest land mammal to ever exist on Earth? And if not, they gotta be like a high competitor out there. I don't know, I feel like a cheetah would be a lot more faster than a tiger.
Me and the square go way back.
Now I'm curious how far back, because that implies that you've been there for a while. So, I'm not sure if we'll get any more quotes out of you, but we actually can if we go to our little menu screen. So if we go over here.
What? Got something to say?
I'm not really looking for stuff to say, I'm just kind of like observing, you know? Because obviously I'm very curious about you and your entire lifestyle.
You better play nice when you're on my turf.
Like, I understand that, like, you're one for people, like, you're actually being nice, but I'm pretty sure you're trying to make enemies right now, which I'm not looking to do.
Nothing here slips past my eyes.
To be fair, you actually have, like, more I mean, when you have eyes that are, like, pure yellow with soul, like, void black irises in the middle, that's how you know, like, you probably shouldn't screw with a cookie that looks like this. Probably not. If the outfit by itself with the baggy pants and also the ripped like jacket didn't expose anything. I can't even forget like no shirt but just bandages. How can I forget that?
I never back down from a fight.
I'd be surprised. I'm honestly surprised that you don't have more like quote unquote like war stains, if that makes sense. Like you don't have like war scars on you or something. I would expect some sort of like a scar on you.
I won't listen to what I can't understand.
What? I won't listen to what I can't understand, like, so, that either means you don't care about anyone who doesn't speak your language, or you don't care about something that doesn't make sense to you. I know, the lore of the cookie goes real deep like this.
You gotta give credit where credit is due.
For what, like you? Or your bike, your skills around town square, because like I'm not saying I don't get credit to you. I'm just saying like there's no other person around you that doesn't like this. Like fun fact, we don't have Kiwi Burger cookie in this game. When are they coming? They probably want to try and race you.
I keep the town square safe at night.
I was about to say what about the day, but then again I'm pretty sure that's the job for Caramel Shoe Cookie, or literally any other pleb who's inside that town square.
Strong cookies should look after those who can't stick up for themselves.
I think that's the longest quote box I've ever seen from a cookie. Because, like, usually, like, max out goes, like, 3, but, like, that's 4 lines of dialogue right there. But then again, this cookie's got a point. Even if you're flipping, like a small pleb, even if you want to be like, oh, I just want to be stronger, then just don't be discouraged of, like, you know, being helped by others who are more strong, because then that's how the cycle continues. Because when you're stronger, you can help someone who's basically weaker.
Nothing here slips past my eyes. What? Strong could be nice. Riding the streets with a cookie by my side.
I'm pretty sure the last time I've seen that was with Caramel Shoe, and you seemed absolutely terrified. Then again, that was when they were driving, and you were just in the back. I don't know if Caramel Shoe has any motorcycle, bike-like sort of knowledge, but she vibes anyway. Okay, so I will read up on her story, and then we're going to test her out in battle, and then I'll read up on her skill, not in that order. But I do want to read a common question about her first, because, you know, it makes sense. So for all of you to answer for a common question of the day, wait. Sorry, I'm getting the hiccups. Plubbing, what is your opinion on Street Urchin Cookie? Because I think she is really cool. Like, out of the many cookies that we've gotten, like, recently in Concurrent Kingdom, I feel like this one is, like, definitely just, they just, like, I can't even put it in words. They just, like, poke out the most. Like, I'm just being honest. They look genuinely cool. Like, it's weird because I think in a video that I want to try and make, it's like, you know, here are your thoughts on this cookie. Someone actually told me that they compare this cookie to black lemonade. However, personally, there's a comment that actually, like, compared her more to Electric Eel, which makes so much sense, because if you look at Electric Eel and Plumbing Street Urchin side by side, you can see that they both have, like, a ripped sort of leather jacket and also, like, a baggy pair of pants. And to be fair, I would not be surprised if Electric Eel Cookie also rode a motorcycle. I'm not even just gonna, like, just beat around the bush. I would not be surprised if it just straight up rode on one. But voice acting wise, also Plumbing amazing. Whoever's like her voice actor, which you can't see in the story, it's Heather Gonzalez, which Plumbing does an amazing job, and I guarantee you any other voice actor in the different languages also do an amazing job at it. Though I just don't know how her skill works. I definitely do need to give a test on that, but whatever the case. And also, I do like the concept that people have also said before. She's made to look like a bad guy, but she's actually not a bad pleb. She's just like a rambunctious girl. That's what we're trying to say. I don't know. If you had a costume, I would definitely try and go for that. Even if it was Mystic. Probably not Mystic. Anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and read up on her story now, because I'm curious. Luckily, not too long as far as I know. Vroom! The powerful purr of a motor announces the arrival of the spiky tornado of the town square, Street Urchin Cookie. When this biker Cookie hops on her black tiger bike and yells, "Get out of the way!" visitors quickly scramble to clear the path. When she's not riding her bike, she will lean against the alley wall, radiating an unapproachable aura, yet perhaps it's not just her spiky nature that keeps cookies away. Among the town square cookies, Street Urchin Cookie remains a mystery, emerging one moonlit night, lonely and injured. Her background story and what led her here remain shrouded in rumors. Regardless of what others say, Street Urchin Cookie rides the streets of the town square, popping her bubblegum, but what keeps her anchored here in the first place? Or just what keeps her anchored here? You know what's weird? I'm looking deeper and it says, among the town square, Street Urchin Cookie remains mystery, emerging one moonlit night, lonely and injured. So, what I'm assuming is, maybe, as a little bit of a theory, maybe she didn't grow up, like, with the same sort of attitude. Maybe something happened to her that made her have a lot more of a serious tone, and she was afraid that that thing that happened to her would basically happen to some other cookie. So maybe she grew this more serious tone to try and save other cookies from getting, like, injured from some bad plebs. That's the only thing that I'm thinking of, and that's why she actually goes around the town square, primarily because there's a lot of people who tend to wander there, so she wants to make sure that she protects as many people as she can. Which, if the backstory goes that deep, then that's actually a really good backstory. We just don't know much about it yet, but we know a solid amount. Anyway, for her skill, it says, Ride or Crumble. Street Urchin Cookie rides her motorbike into her enemies, dealing damage, inflicting stun, and causing additional explosion damage if the current target is affected by burn. Her crit percent increases, and inflicts? Are we sure it's not inflicts? Is it really supposed to be inflicts? Well, it inflicts burn and fire type damage amplification debuff to enemies. If Street Urchin Cookie, her fire type... Shoot, I'm really messing up on this. If Street Urchin Cookie or her allies are affected by burn, her fire type attack damage increases. While Street Urchin Cookie is using her skill, she will briefly become resistant to interrupting effects. So basically, as a short synopsis, rides on a motorbike into the enemies, it deals no damage, but it makes them stunned a little bit, and also causes... explodes. Just because that almost made me laugh, like she just straight up explodes into them. And also, it does additional damage if the target is affected by burn. So basically, if they're on fire, then it does even more damage. And also, her crit percent increases, inflicting burn and fire type damage amplification debuffs to enemies, so they're even more weaker to it. And if Street Urchin Cookie or her allies are affected by burn, the fire type attack damage that she has increases, because her primary damage is based on, you know, fire. Because motorbike explosion and explosion damage, burn damage, and all that stuff. So if she actually has if she goes on fire, she could just dish out more damage. So that's just plumbing great. So let's go ahead and give her some XP start candies, because she probably does deserve it. Here you go.
Relax. I'm not gonna flex these muscles on you.
Dog, you do it. What, are you trying to make me flustered? Is that what your main goal is? Because I didn't even know you could... Because now I'm thinking, like, I feel like people who are going to make fan arts out there are just... They're going to make you swole. Like, at this point, like, here it's about to go down.
That'll rev up my motor.
Now I imagine just like she likes to envision how her motorcycle sounds whenever she doesn't have it around, just to remind herself what it's like with a motorcycle.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Well, probably not, because I haven't even seen you fight yet.
This doesn't taste like bubblegum.
Well, that's actually something I was going to comment for. I was about to say, like, this probably isn't going to be like gum, but maybe you'll still appreciate it anyway.
Come on, give me some more.
Well, sure, here's some more.
That'll rev up my motor.
Well, you know what? We're going to get you up to level 30. How about that? That sounds pretty good for you.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Probably not. And you know what? I'm also going to go ahead and upgrade this to your level 30. Makes you even better than before. So rev up those engines, and now you have 32,000 power, which that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and just go and kill people. Let's just run people over. I know, probably shouldn't specifically say kill people, but you know what? We're going to go ahead and run some people over in the world exploration so I can test you out in battle. I'm going to go do dark mode. Probably a little bit more of a higher level, like somewhere in Heroes Gate. 420? I'd say that's good. Okay, we do have Caramel Shoe and also Ginger Rave on our side, but we're just going to get rid of those. But also, you should have some quotes from when I put you out into battle, right? I'm pretty sure if I can find you. There you are.
Listen to that engine purr.
That was just you, but then again, I'm not going to argue with it. Let's be honest.
Off the road.
I mean, to be fair, this whole entire lane is basically a road, so that's perfect for you. You could just rev down a whole motorcycle through here.
Listen.
Yep, I get it. Yeah, I got it. It can't be only two, right?
Off the road. It'll be done before I pop my bubble gum.
It'll be done before you pop. Okay, I'm not sure how realistic that'll be, but that means you're gonna need some speed for this one. So let's just go through this. I'm gonna see how your skill works. Let you do some basic attacks first, and see how it all goes down. More 20. Then again, if you're able to use a motorcycle on the stairs, then I'm super impressed. What the plug was that? Do you just like throw a plumbing spike bomb? The heck? How do I even explain? Okay, use it.
Maximum speed.
She just kamikaze straight into him, and just doesn't care. Here we go. Just blows them up. All right, sure. You know what? I can't complain. And also crit percent up. Why not? And then you just throw a spiky ball at them, which I wonder if I can get a good look at what that spiky ball looks like, but I don't know. It's just something that she just pops up. Anyway, just blow them all up. Just blow them all to smithereens. Here we go. And there they go. Bonk. Actually gets decimated. I feel like she's a little bit more useful than Caramel Shoe, but then again, it's just because she does a massive explosion. Like, look at this.
Maximum speed.
And they're all ganked. Easy. They explode, and then she just comes back like nothing happened.
You picked on the wrong cookie.
I gotta be honest. I'm hearing a motorcycle outside. She came outside my house because she's like, oh, you haven't seen anything yet. I'm just gonna pop up to your house real quick. You know what? Sure, why not? That's cool. Anyway, to be fair, I feel like she actually is really, because she is a bomber, so obviously it makes sense that she's going to do a ton of damage, but I think she's going to be better if somehow you get her, like, burned, because, if she gets burned, she can do even more damage than before. So if you manage to do that, then that's going to be even better, but I feel like that may be situational. Like, I don't think she has the most unique skill, because basically it's just, like, run into them, boom, explosion. Which, then again, I think that'd be better in player versus everything, like world exploration, because that can definitely, like, take a whole entire, like parade of enemies out. But then again, it might be also pretty good if you focus on her primary attacking stats. So, like, if you give her toppings, I think the Searing Raspberries to boost up attack, or maybe crit percent might be better. But whatever the case is, I'm not the best, but this cookie is definitely fun to use, especially in personality-wise. Like, really fun cookie. Amazing cookie. Anyway, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and end the video here because, I basically talked about everything I need to her. I could test her out in Arena, which maybe I'll try and do more in the future with other cookies, but I guess it also really depends on, like, setting up a team based around the cookies, so I'm not the best when it comes to playing Cookie Run Kingdom. But with that being said, if you enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Cookie Run content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe to my YouTube channel? And if you haven't yet, or if you want to, then hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. Also, down below in the description, you will see links to all of my social media, including a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I get the Cookie Run YouTube set for absolutely free. A link to my Twitter where, there's already a Twitter link out there. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, there's also a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise where you can buy stuff to represent the channel, and lastly, a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content that you wouldn't normally see in this normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.